Hello everyone, it is me here, Retrogamingstyle, and welcome back to another video. And today in this video, I have another commentary. Wait a minute. This is sort of a commentary, but I'm not going to be talking about some specific topic. Oh, wait a minute. I remembered. I'm going to be doing a life story. Alright guys, so today in this video, I'm going to restart that, I'm sorry. Okay, so hello everyone, it is me here, Retrogamingstyle, and welcome back to another video. And today in this video, I have a life story. So yeah, in this video, I'm just going to be telling you guys about a crazy life story that has obviously just happened in my lifetime. Now, this is actually something that happened, I think, about 6 months ago. When I just started middle school. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys about it, and let's just get started with it. So, this crazy life story that I actually wanted to tell you guys was about the time when I was put into the wrong classroom. So yeah, this was actually a time when I was put to the wrong classroom. I was put into the wrong classroom and I wasn't supposed to be there. And it was actually a pretty crazy life story. And the worst part about it was that I actually just started school. And, I'm actually glad I did notice the awkward difference thing in it. But, I'm actually glad that I noticed that I didn't actually belong to that classroom. But still, I just wanted to tell you guys this crazy story. Now, I'm not judging anyone in this classroom or anything. I thought it was a very nice classroom. But I don't know. It was just not in my level for me. It was a little bit too low level for me, to be honest. But still, that's just my crazy life story. So, before talking more, let's just get on with this life story, and here we go. Alright, so the life story starts, I think, around August, after summer vacation just ended, and I was actually really excited for school, because I was actually very, very excited for school. Extremely excited for school, because I was going to a school that I had never been to before. I maybe did go to that school a few times through field trips, due to field trips in elementary school, but still, I was actually very excited to go to that school, and I thought that school was awesome, and I just wanted to go to it so badly, which I did manage to do that. So yeah, we were my mom and my dad just dropped me off to school, and I was actually very excited, and at the same time on the day, I did make some new friends, I did meet some new people, but what was actually unique about this school was that, there are actually new people in the school that I have never even met in my entire life, and there are actually just so many new things about the school. Instead of getting one class, you get 6 classes. Though in my middle school, we only go to 3 classes every day. We go to the first 3 in the schedule for one day, and then the next day we go to the other 3. Like 1, 3, 5, something like that, or like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something related like that. So yeah, that was actually that was actually pretty cool about my school. Though what was really cool, what was really weird about my school that, they didn't do in last year was that, if you were like the new kid in the school, they would actually force some kids to sit with you, and I don't know, you just have like a chat with them or something. So yeah, breakfast was a little bit weird, especially that I got this schedule that I didn't know anything about, but I still went to my class. And I actually made some new friends from there. I did sort of talk to some friends and acquaintances from last year. It was actually a very exciting moment. Now, the first thing that was really weird about breakfast was that there are actually 2 kids. One walked away, but there's actually this one kid. We were very much related, and we became friends after, which is really weird because we just became friends after the administrator just forced him to sit there. I don't know, that was just really, really weird. But, my school actually supported the anti-bullying group, and they wanted everyone to have, at least one friend or so. So, in their kindness, they decided to, force some kids to sit with the new kid in school. And I didn't really know much about the school, but I did have a spare fun chat with the new kid and stuff, and we actually had a lot in common. So yeah, I had a pretty tasty breakfast, and there's barely anything weird there. But then this is where the weird part goes. Alright, so after breakfast, after I ate my tasty breakfast and had a spare chat with someone, with an acquaintance. Right after I did that, I actually went to the second floor. If you don't know how many floors my school has, my school actually has 3 floors, which is pretty awkward because usually schools have 2 floors, but you know, my school actually has 3 floors, and I didn't really find that pretty unusual. No one did actually, but I didn't really find that pretty unusual. But anyways, the weird part that actually was really strange was that when I went to the class, the teacher wasn't there for like the first 20 minutes. Like literally, the teacher wasn't there, and I was like asking the teacher next door, let's make up a name, Mr. Coconut, for example. No, that's a little bit insulting. I'm just gonna say I asked the teacher next door. Yeah, I just asked the teacher next door to see if I'm in the right class. He said that I was in the right class, so I waited there for I think maybe 5 to 10 more minutes. I don't know. I didn't bring my phone. I mean, like a normal person, I didn't. But I was actually just waiting there for about 10 minutes, and I just kept on asking the teacher next door again, wait, when is he gonna be here? And he told me, I don't know. I don't know, sir. I think you're gonna have to wait. So I actually just waited by the door for a second, and I waited for the teacher to come. And when he came, I think that was like 15 minutes after the class was supposed to start. When he came, he actually just went through the door, and he said, "Hello, what's your name?" And I just introduced myself and stuff. And he introduced himself. And he also came, and behind him, or like across him and stuff, were actually some kids, were actually some of the classmates or some of the students in the classroom. So yeah, I don't know, but I felt like I did something wrong. Like I felt like I was supposed to go in a line or something. I don't really know what really did happen, but when he opened the classroom, and when he opened the classroom and I looked into the classroom, in my mind, I just like cursed so many times because of the way the classroom looked. It just looked so simple. Like, to be fair, it just looked like it was actually an autistic class, to be fair. Yes, I was actually put into that in the past. Like, you're probably gonna be asking me, why did the school put you into an autistic class? Well, maybe because when they were searching for my 2nd grade records, I was actually in an autistic class in 2nd grade, but I passed out of it later. So maybe back in 2nd grade, they probably thought that I was still in an autistic class. So that's why they put me in there. I don't exactly know, but I just knew it was the wrong classroom. And like an idiot I actually just stayed with the classroom for a few hours. I mean, I'm not insulting or anything, but I was actually in that classroom for a few hours, and when I just saw the decorations I saw in the classroom and stuff, my conclusion was very, very much correct. Because when the class started, guess what everyone was doing? Everyone was just playing video games or playing video games on the computer because the teacher would allow them to, and then they would just like play videos and stuff. And I was just there on my desk, drumming, I was just drumming my fingers on the desk, and I was just really, really nervous. I was drumming my fingers on the desk so hard, like, here's an example. It actually sounded like that, and I was drumming my fingers on the desk so hard that the teacher just asked me, "Hey, what's wrong?" And I said nothing, but I decided to play a little bit of computer games just to cheer myself up, and then after that, I just was like sitting, and I don't really know what I was doing. It was sort of like a horror movie or a nightmare. I mean, everyone in the class was nice, but yeah, I was just put into the wrong class, and it was sort of like I was just really, really nervous. I was like, is this supposed to be my starter classroom or something? I don't know, but I was just really nervous, and I didn't know what to do. I just didn't know what to do. I don't even know why I was put into that class, but I was in that class for a few hours, and when I was put in that class for a few hours, what actually happened right after that was that we passed by PE, where I saw some of my classmates from last year, and they were actually looking at me, and I was looking at them with a sad face for no particular reason, and we just kept on going to the cafeteria. Alright, so we went to the cafeteria, and that was pretty fun. I mean, I don't know, the food was great, but I was still nervous about the classroom, and I didn't really like the class. I mean, I did like the classroom, but I didn't really like the way I was feeling. Like, I knew there's an alarm in my brain that was telling me to ask that teacher the question. So after we came back from lunch, I decided to ask the teacher, am I in the right class or something like that, or is this an autistic class or something like that? And surprisingly, my instincts were correct. He actually said yes, and I was like, oh well, last year I was put into a normal class, and so last year I was put into a normal class. Now, I didn't exactly say this in front of everyone because I didn't want to be rude, so I just talked to him in the back about it, and I just wanted to ask him that question in the back, and he actually just sort of replied to me, and it was actually a pretty weird experience. But right after that, the teacher of the classroom decided to call my mom, and when he called my mom, he actually told her that that I was put into the wrong classroom. So what my mom did was she actually came as fast as she can, and then later she just which was like an hour later, she came as fast as she can, and then later I just went to the main office. We changed my schedule, and yeah, that was basically it. So that was just the crazy life story that actually happened to me, and I did get double lunches after that, but still, it was a pretty crazy life story, and I can't believe it just happened to me. Though, anyways, hopefully you guys did enjoy this life story. If you did, please leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.